our next fight this evening pitches local fighter Nilson Lopez. I say local, he fights out of Abu Dhabi.
Nilson Lopez, I'm from Londrina, Brazil. And I started on martial arts when I was 12 years old on boxing and Muay Thai. After that I moved to Jiu-Jitsu, and now I've been doing that for 15 years.
Salve, sono Kazaku.
Hello, I'm Kazaku Mikhail, and I'm 31 years old. I come from Moldova originally, but I live now in Italy.
Mi alleno in Italia.
Martial arts is makes you control your anger, makes you control more your body, and yeah, I think it changed your lifestyle completely.
MMA is a sport which I respect a lot, and it has also given me a lot of friends. This sport includes all perspectives of martial arts. I really like it, as a man and also as a sportsman.
Che è incluso tutto, che si fa di tutto e lo pratico perché mi piace molto, mi piace anche combattere.
Yeah, definitely. Jiu-Jitsu changed the way the kids think. They will move away from the bad habits, bad influence, and yeah, as Jiu-Jitsu changed my life, it could change the other people as well. I'm living now in UAE for the last 2 years, and for me, as I'm an MMA fighter, it's very important to have such a big show as Abu Dhabi Warriors, and yeah, I think we'll be very successful here.
Del mio avversario non sapevo niente, sapevo solo il nome.
I don't know my opponent, I know him just by name. I've watched his 2 fights on the internet. We've already said hello to each other, and he seems a nice, kind person. I know he's Brazilian, and we all know that fighters that come from Brazil are very good at jiu-jitsu.
Deve essere molto forte sul Brasile in jiu-jitsu.
I've been fighting heavier guys since I started on the sport. I've been, you know, training hard for the last, 10 years, and yeah, I'm pretty confident.
I'm really nervous, so I haven't slept for the last few days.
Well, those pre-fight interviews
And now, making his way
showing
to the
insight
ring
to these 2 fighters, Nilson Lopez and Mikhail Kazaku. Lopez, originally from Londrina, Brazil, lives in the UAE and teaches Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 29 years of age. This is his MMA record. 8-4. Came in at 70 keys at the weigh-in, 182 centimeters. And a real adrenaline junkie, Nilson Lopez. So this fight at middleweight is going to be an absolute humdinger. Well, the fighter's being inspected by our officials. They are Cutsman, the gash doctors from the UK, Simon and Paul. Wonderful skills of alchemy and wizardry they bring to this. fighter, but originally from Brazil. Nilson Lopez fighting out of the blue corner.
And now his opponent from the red corner, from Italy, Mihail Kazaku.
Mihail Kazaku from Ferrara in Italy. Originates from Moldova. 32 years of age. He's got a record of 4-1. Made the weight at 70 keys. At 178 centimeters, he's giving away 10 to Nilson Lopez. Well, I have to say, Brazilian fighters have the ground skills, and this is going to be lively. But Kazaku, tough, tight little unit. He's like a pocket dynamo, and that height advantage that Lopez has is going to be negated here by what I think is going to be sheer red raw aggression from Kazaku. Well, Kazaku made the weight. Bang on 70 keys in his stocking feet. This is going to be arguably one of the most technical fights on Abu Dhabi Warriors 1. We've got the real technicians in tonight. When this hits the mat, there's going to be all kinds of alchemy and wizardry going on the inside. So buckle up, fight fans. This is going to be a super big tasty.
Introducing first, the fighter standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner. This 29-year-old fighter weighed in at 70 kilos, standing 182 centimeters tall, with a record of 6 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of Londrina, Brazil, Nilson Lopez.
You saw the Fightonomics up on the screen. I won't bore you with the math again.
Fighting to my left, out of the red corner, this 32-year-old fighter weighed in at 69.8 kilos, standing 182 centimeters tall. Fighting out of Ferrara, Italy by way of Moldova, with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss, Mihail Kazaku. Your referee, when the action begins, is Grant Waterman.
Well, pre-fight, I spoke to Kazaku, and one of the nicest men in the world you couldn't meet. But that goes all out of the door tonight when he gets in the ring. You can see the focus, you can see the tension.
I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves, get ready for war.
Lopez looks cool and relaxed. Kazaku like a coiled spring here in our 3rd bout, this middleweight competition. 3 fights to decide it. Grant Waterman refereeing one of a scheduled 3. Nilson Lopez in the blue corner takes on Mihail Kazaku. So, tentative look-see from both fighters. Kazaku relaxing, sharp, snappy hand with the left. Lopez trying to draw him in. Kazaku replies with the low kick. Kazaku takes the low kick. Lopez drags him to the mat. Kazaku doesn't want to go. Well, we can see the tactic right from the get-go here. Lopez inviting him in. He won't go, Kazaku. Keeping it stand up. Grant Waterman brings it back up to the perpendicular. So Kazaku, sharp left hand and the right follows through. Lopez needs to have a care here, cover up that chin quite clearly. Kazaku's going to try and spark him at the first opportunity. Oh, and he misses, there's the shoot, so does Lopez. It's back to the ground. Kazaku saying, thank you very much indeed for that invitation, but I'm going to pass, my friend. Kazaku knows where the skills lie. That left again, hooking round. Lopez now showing a bit of blood from the nose. He senses it. Kazaku, I said, was going to be a tough customer. Stacked up, he's hench. Little guy, he's got the leverage. Lopez now starting to worry as the blood drips. Can he sustain it? Kazaku now sensing that this might be the end. Could this be the third knockdown here tonight at Abu Dhabi Warriors? Well, if you're watching here, what action we've got. You'll be watching via Abu Dhabi Sports Channel. And with under 3 minutes left in this first round, Lopez is having to regroup and have a little readjustment on the tactic. Lopez desperate to take this to the mat. But those clubbing hands, there goes the high kick, all for nothing. Oh, and Lopez comes in, hands behind the head for the clinch. And that was a little wake-up call for Kazaku. He's not having it all his own way here. Lopez, great panoply of strikes here. We saw the high kick, we've seen a front push kick. Can he get in on the inside, get the knees to work? Kazaku having none of it. Throws him off like third-grade French. This has been very tactical right from the get-go. Both fighters with a very, very definite plan that they're bringing to this. 1 minute 40 left of round one. And it's been an absolute grueling round for Lopez in the strikes division. But he's really thought about this, re-evaluated, realizes he's got to shut Kazaku down. Coming in behind the clinch, getting in on the inside and causing problems. Not giving Kazaku the free range of movement that he's got. Kazaku strolling around the ring here like he was dallying up the strand. Lopez needs to close him down and not give him room to operate. Lopez has the reach, he's got the height advantage. Kazaku has negated all that. And as I said, from the very beginning, Kazaku would bring raw aggression to this. Well, both fighters now having a little breather. Neither one wanting to commit. Once it's out there, it's out there. And in a split second, this could end on a sixpence. Well, the eyes of Michal Kazaku say it all. That bright, wide-eyed expression, that look of desperate advantage seeking here. The crowd uproarious. There's the 10-second clapper. Will not see anything meaningful before the bell. It'll go to round two. There it is. Well, that was a real tactical game for these two. A lot of respect shown towards the end of the first round. I think Lopez thought that he could go to the mat really quickly, bring Kazaku down, then get to work with the BJJ. Kazaku having none of it. Kazaku in the upright, dropped the hands, heavy hands, made Lopez's hair hurt. That's how heavy those hands were. Clubbing left and a right. None of it real artistry, but effective nevertheless. And the fighter from Ferrara proves to be a little bit of a pocket Ferrari. We go to two. The first fight this evening that's gone beyond the first round. That's how electrifying the pace has been here tonight. Capacity crowd here at the Adnex Center. Absolutely reveling in this brilliantly constructed event, Abu Dhabi Warriors 1. So it's all to go for as we begin round 2. Nilsen Lopez, fighting out of the blue corner, takes on Mikhail Kazaku. Kazaku trying to go in hard on the hands, but he's been taken down. That guard has locked in. Kazaku now in the closed guard of Lopez, and he is going nowhere. Can he drive through and pass? And this is where Lopez gets to work. This is the Brazilian's office. Getting to work, trying to advantage. Kazaku not interested, driving forward, trying to pass that guard, trying to pound and ground. No purchase here. Brilliant performance from Lopez. He shut the Italian down. The Italian looks like he's wearing his grandmother's overcoat. Shut down and locked in position there. Oh, the leg goes over and he's got an arm. Well, we're in submission territory here. He's looking for that armbar. Couldn't be found. Oh, my goodness, it wasn't for the want of trying. So, recomposing now and using this time on his back to maneuver Mikhail Kazaku into a position. He's locked him down, and you can see Kazaku burning gas, trying to advantage himself, pulling through, coming into almost an upright position. He's driven through, and he's out. Referee Grant Waterman keeping the action flowing, will not allow Lopez to remain on the mat. It comes to the upright, and this is where Kazaku rules and roams the range. Good left. Good boxing skills from Kazaku. He's kept that guard high, nice and tight, covered his chin the whole time. Lopez has been a bit scrappy in the upright. We can see the hands going right up now, glued to his temples. Kazaku standing off. Lopez using the range very, very well here. And that distance is critical. It's critical against a fighter like Kazaku. Well, Lopez, did he take a hit or did he go to the mat? Kazaku still having none of it. What a clash of styles. Just look at the dichotomy between these two fighters. Kazaku stand up through and through. That man is going to stay in the perpendicular all night. Lopez, well, like he was on a recliner. Grant Waterman having none of it. It's back to the upright. Well, the crowd getting a little bit restless, waiting for somebody to rip it up gnarly style. My goodness, they've had 2 KOs in the first round, in the first 2 fights. And I've got to be honest with you, we're not seeing high levels of technicality here. Lopez went to the ground, we saw that glimmer of Juji Gatami, the possibility of that armbar, but it slipped away. Now we're back in the upright, and well, it's all getting just a little bit scrappy here. Lopez very passive, trying to draw Kazaku in. Trying to work the counter to make Kazaku open up. But I have to say it's being driven by the Italian, and Kazaku trying to find some purchase. There's the 10-second clapper. Well, the clock's against anything meaningful again in this second round. And as we go to the bell, both fighters now are going to have to reevaluate whatever the strategy was for this. Clash of styles, interesting to see. And of course, MMA, what a huge platform. It's a platform that brings together the whole panoply of combat and fight arts. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, sambo, judo, karate, all forged together in the crucible that is mixed martial arts. So we get a chance to have a look at the replay. And we see it all in slow-mo. The camera never lies. Lopez goes to the mat, tries to draw Kazaku in. But it's the upright where Kazaku wants to stay.
Did you see the blood throwing
I don't. Well, we go to the third and final round in this welterweight competition. Forgive me, my bad. Middleweight competition, pitching Nelson Lopez from Brazil, but fighting out of Abu Dhabi, against Michal Kazaku from Moldova, but fighting out of Ferrara, Italy. Kazaku wants to put the hands to work here, looking to stop Lopez. Never at any stage was Kazaku gonna go to the mat on this. The pocket battleship from Ferrara. Gonna try and put the Brazilian away with some slick hands. Lopez, he has one round to see if he can submit his opponent. He's not going to outpunch him. It's got to go to the ground for Lopez. And I've got it scored on the scoring basis for Abu Dhabi Warriors. 10-9 winner for each round rule system, and I've got it, well, 10-9, 10-9 for Kazaku. This third round is where Lopez needs to go to work. Oh my goodness, that was a knockdown! Referee Yuji Shimada. Oh, Grant Waterman steps in. Left-right combination. Grant Waterman not having any of it. Nelson Lopez kisses canvas. Down he goes. And what, well, a predictable win for Michal Kazaku. It was always going to be with the hands and in the stand-up. So, another KO win here at the Abu Dhabi Warriors. Well, there's the mark of good refereeing. You hardly saw Grant Waterman throughout that match, and my bad. As I said, I thought it was Yuji Shimada, but good flowing action throughout. And interestingly enough, it's never ever gonna work for a stand-up fighter, because the modified rules here are no elbows,
Ladies and gentlemen,
when standing up, it's always going to advantage the ground fighter. Well, we've seen that that hasn't been the case. So, from Ferrara, Italy, Mikhail Kazaku, by knockout in the third. And I said pre-fight, he's one of the nicest guys that I've met. Look at the smile. He's overjoyed. What a wonderful, wonderful exhibition of sportsmanship and, well, Budo spirit. Great performance from Kazaku.